Two fathers who lost teenage daughters beneath these waters revisit the scene of South Korea's worst maritime disaster. Nam Tae-SHIK and Park Byung-chang are checking on the operation to lift the sunken Sewol ferry. After repeated delays, it was supposed to have happened this month, but the latest reports suggest another setback. Problems inserting beams beneath the hull.
It could push back to October, November, even December. What's their plan? The hull is continuing to deteriorate. We want to leave the ship intact so that we can find out how the accident took place.
The Sewol went down on the 16th of April 2014. Poorly enforced regulation, a criminally negligent company and crew, and a botched rescue effort resulted in the deaths of 304 people, 250 of them teenagers on a school trip.
It is extraordinary to be out here nearly 2.5 years since the Sewol went down, to think that it's still down there on the sea floor. The families aren't just upset about the continued delays to the salvage operation, but also about the kind of operation that's planned.
It would see the ship lifted onto dry land and then sliced apart, the safest and quickest way to find the remaining 9 bodies, the government says. But for bereaved fathers like Jong Sung-uk, that would make preserving the remains and finding answers more difficult.
We absolutely oppose it. Cutting the hull itself would hamper evidence, as mechanical data linked to the steering house would be damaged. If you sever the hull and tilt by 90 degrees, bodies could be broken.
The absence of so many young lives isn't just affecting parents, but siblings too. 16-year-old Kim YI-YEON is now the same age as her sister Si-yeon when she died. She's a regular visitor to a youth centre where she meets fellow teenagers dealing not just with grief, but with schoolyard taunts and internet abuse from those who say the families should stop their public campaign.
Classmates would speak ill of it. Sometimes they steal and throw away snacks. Some even hurl insults at siblings.
Back in Jindo, the two fathers continue their vigil above the salvage scene. Park Byung-chang says when his daughter died, there was nothing he could do to save her. Now he's doing the only thing he can. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Jindo, South Korea.